Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Cameron here, and today we've got something a little bit different for you guys. I've asked you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram. I'll literally pop it somewhere when I'm editing. You'll see it. Basically, ask me questions about entrepreneurship, how to start a business, anything along those lines, and anything to do with starting a brand. Now, you guys have gotten back to me and given me some questions. Some of them are a bit wild, which I'm obviously not going to answer and include. If you know, you know. But some of them were very thought what? My brain has just gone blank. Anyway, making me think. Like, it makes me think. The questions make me think. Okay, cool. What I'm gonna be doing is literally I'm gonna go through these questions, and literally I'm trying to be as open and transparent with you guys as possible, so that you guys can understand what life is like and what it is like to obviously run a business, and find out all the struggles and the difficulties and the goods and the bads, positives, negatives, all of that in depth. So I'm gonna try my best and be, as I said, open and transparent and vulnerable as possible with you guys, as possible. So yeah, should be calm. Anyway, I need to get used to communicating in front of the camera. This is very new to me because I don't really do this consistently. Obviously, you guys if you've been following me for a while online, like, I do make videos talking to a camera and whatnot, but I don't do it consistently enough to be confident when I'm speaking to you guys. So this is something I'm trying to work on, so bear with me. But what I was trying to say was, why I wanted to obviously do these kinds of videos is because I wanted to first basically track my own progress and see where I am currently in time, and secondly, I want you guys to use it as something that can help you in your own life. So if I can drop any gems, anything that I've learned from my own experiences, so that you guys can obviously use it for your situations, whatever you're going through in life, then I hope it does serve a purpose and you guys can use it to obviously help you yourself. One thing I will say is, people have also been coming towards me, literally messaging me, asking me questions about X, Y, and Z. How do I get, my logo done? How did I get this, that, and the other done in terms of my content, in terms of the website? Yeah, like, loads of questions have been coming towards me, and I thought it just makes sense to ask you guys from my Instagram if you've got any questions there, and then I can literally just answer it all in one video, so that if you've got any more questions and I manage to cover it, then it just makes sense. Like, there's no point of this back and forth conversation one by one individually, like on social media. It just serves like a lot more purpose to shorten it in one big bulk, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, let's get into it, because let's just start. I feel like I'm just yapping a lot right now, but cool. We're gonna start from the beginning. So, first question. Should I put it here? It's inverted. It's actually annoying me. Okay, cool. First question, Don Rex. How do you deal with friends not supporting your business? This is I'd say direct question, because I'm gonna have to answer it from my own opinion, which I will be doing for all of these questions, but I feel like this one's very personal because of stuff that I've been through with this past like couple years. But anyway, so I'll be honest, I don't deal with it, if that makes sense. I don't let it faze me, because okay, cool, so I always think I've got a busy life and I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. So I understand that people might not be able to help in certain ways. If they're, reposting my content, they might just be busy, or they might forget. If I send it to them, they might forget. So I don't really take it on the chin too much. I just brush it off and be like, yeah, they're just whatever. Like, it's cool. I don't really take it too personally. That's my main point. However, I do see certain things, and I think once they've crossed that line where they're not even supporting at all, I'll be like, okay, cool. That's where you're staying. And I always have that in mind. I won't treat you any differently, but I'll definitely have an eye on that. Like, certain things I'm trying to push, you're not even like helping me. Like, we're supposed to be brethren. Do you know what I'm saying? But as I said, I try not to take it personally because I understand that other people have got their own shit to sort out. Excuse my language. But yeah, I just try and be like mature about it because I don't need to make a big fuss about X, Y, and Z, because at the end of the day, the people that are gonna support you will support you. Like, I've had strangers support me more than my close people, my close family, which is kind of nuts. So, as I said, I don't really take it too personally. That's just my opinion. Like, I just take it in my stride as I go along. Like, if anything, you shouldn't even be thinking about stuff like that. If you're really in tune with what you're trying to push, you understand that not everyone will see your ideas and not everyone will see your vision. So you have to understand that where I'm about to go, not everyone's going to be on that same boat that you're going to be on. But that's just one of the things that you have to understand on your journey. And that's just what I try and keep in mind. For example, even one of my brethren, he told me that some of his boys are not even like helping him out in terms of sharing his content and what he's pushing. I told him, bro, like, once you blow, they will be there, but you'll remember that, oh, so and so didn't help me out when I was, down and trying to make it, kind of thing. But now you want a handout. That doesn't make any sense. But as I said, just try not to take it too personally. Like, you need to just carry on with what you're doing and just don't let it affect you. That's one thing I will say. Like, just don't let it affect you at all. But yeah, I hope I've cleared that up enough and explained my point exactly how I would explain it. But yeah, that's just my viewpoint. Like, the people who want to support you, they'll make sure they'll support you, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And if they don't take it personally. Right, next question. So one of my boys says, how do you handle brain fog? And then he puts in brackets, like when you can't think. One thing for me, I've had to understand myself a lot more, I think, than the average person would. And I think that's because of certain situations that I've gone through in terms of, starting things and pushing certain things that I want to do off the back of myself. So I've had to learn how I am in certain situations in order to get the best result in what I'm doing. That being said, once I have something in mind that I want to do and I can't see clearly on how to do it, I'll always go to people that have done it or have a better understanding than I would. So that being said, I'll always bounce my ideas off of them and try to get their opinion on what to do in this certain situation. Now, if I don't do that, what I'll tend to do is I'll try and think about this one problem and try and just get into my creative zone. And that literally just requires me to be in my own solitude. I have to be alone and think about this one topic, this one problem. Dishwasher going off. This one problem, and then I'll have to make a there and then decision. Like, with my decision making, I feel like if it's not 100% yes, there and then, I don't think I will make it. Like, this is one thing I'm trying to understand about myself. I don't really, if I'm not 100% on it, I'll just be like, okay, cool, I'll just let that sit for a minute, then I'll think. Which sometimes it's the best thing to do and sometimes it's not, because certain problems require you to have some urgency about them, and obviously you don't have the time to obviously put to just let it marinate, kind of thing. If I hope that makes sense. But that's two ways that I try and handle my brain fog or if I'm faced with a certain problem that I literally just don't know what to do about it. Yeah, I think I've answered it in both ways, creatively and just a problem. So I hope that makes sense, because I don't know exactly what your question was saying, but creatively that's what I do, and any problem that I face, that's what I do. So it kind of touches both. But yeah, I'm literally about to end up finishing all of these pineapple chunks. I gotta save my friend some. Not trying to be a little piggy. So the next question is, what would you say was the most hardest part of building your brand up when you first started? I've been pondering on this for a minute. I don't know whether to say it's like, I really don't know, you know. I'll be so honest. I think one thing that I've struggled with, and I'm still struggling with, is again consistency, and just being consistently on the ball in terms of getting things moving, like my ideas, and having the right money in place and getting X, Y, and Z done so that I can do certain stuff, if that makes sense. I think that's one thing I've definitely struggled with, but I couldn't pinpoint it to something like, yeah, it was definitely like the website or this, because I've had experience doing stuff like that, so it's not the first time for me, in a sense, because I've already done it. So this is like the third time I've tried to make a brand or trying to do something along the lines of some sort of online business. So I'm not out of touch. I'm very familiar with what I'm doing. So I wouldn't say there was any hard parts. It was just trying to structure everything in the way of a clothing brand, because I've never done it to that extent, if that makes sense. And when I first started it, I think because of the way I started it, I had to just jump in and get shit moving as quick as possible. So I got a shout out and I got an influencer on board with the brand before I'd even got a TikTok, before I'd even got a website done. And she basically shouted me out. You can see her literally up there. She made like at least 3 or 4 videos, and I had so much traffic on like my platform, but I didn't even have a website yet. So that sense of urgency was definitely there. Like I had to sort out X, Y, and Z so that I can obviously capture all of that traction coming to my page. That's something that I definitely missed. Like I feel like I kind of missed the opportunity because I didn't use it to my full potential, if that makes sense. But the fact that I even got an influencer so quickly up there, this inverted camera is actually on me, but the fact that I even got her on board so early on, like I didn't even have the right infrastructure there first and foremost, it shows me that I can do it and it is possible, if that makes sense. Because I literally sorted everything out within that first month, and it took me a week to get my TikTok done, my Instagram and all that shit done. So you start getting in that influx of people. So I think I've gone way over the time with this video. I tend to keep these videos kind of just 10 to 15 minutes long. So I'm gonna do is post part 2 in the next couple of days. I've still got some more questions to obviously go through, but I'm gonna leave the video here. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any more comments or questions to ask me, please don't be afraid to drop them down below in the comment section within this video. If you're interested about my brand, Loveaholic, which is up there, this is annoying me again, then my website link will be down there as well. You can browse, have a look about obviously my products, what I'm selling, my cups. Let me even show you my cups. I haven't even shown you. These are my cups that I obviously sell. They change colour. And I've got black. No, I don't have black. Well, I've got black, but it's unreleased. I've got black, blue, turquoise, green, dark blue, obviously orange, yellow, purple, pink. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, but if you're interested in buying a cup, they're only a tenner. Go down in the description now. Buy one, man. Just buy one. You gotta support the brand. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I'm gonna finish the rest of my fruit right after that. But yeah, adios.